Welcome to Spoiler Alert, where we talk about and spoil the shows you're obsessed with. This week we have a bewitching sneak peek at Once Upon a Time.
I want to enjoy this while I still can.
We offer a prognosis on Private Practice, which struggled a little bit on its Tuesday night time slot.
Tell me about it.
And Matt Mitovich is here with some Revenge spoilers. Welcome, Matt.
How are you?
Thank you for dressing up.
Don't start.
Let's talk about Revenge.
Okay.
Right off the bat, this week's episode, I think Victoria took things a little bit too far by having her son beat up in prison.
Yeah, but it's for a good cause. You kind of saw that coming.
Barring a life-threatening condition, Rikers will be Daniel's home for the foreseeable future.
Boom, you knew that the next scene was going to be her slipping $50 to some sort of goon or whatever.
He could have been seriously hurt.
Right.
And she was willing to take that risk just to have him home.
Well, she even said to the guy later, I asked for him to be attacked, not assaulted.
Assaulted.
What about the new guy, played by James Cepero?
I think he is Daniel's real father.
Do you think they do that?
No, they won't.
Would they rob Conrad of both of his
He's
kids?
got no children left, right. They can't really go back to the paternity well too many times without it straining credibility.
Mm-hmm.
I loved seeing Emily kick some serious ass in that alleyway, although that wasn't Emily Van Camp. I mean, you could tell with the hair covered over her face that was like some stunt double, but...
I got a total faux Olivia vibe watching that. I felt like, when Anna Torv throws on the wig and starts beating people up.
So you have a little scooplet about what's coming up.
Well, we were talking about Daniel getting beat up. Well, he's going to find out about that, what his mother did in next week's episode.
Yeah.
And it's going to send him into a flying rage, and he's going to take it out on one of the least expected people possible, someone who's very dear to him.
Emily.
Sounds like it.
He's going to beat up Emily.
He's going to get violent, and he's going to take it out on someone that he loves.
Moving on to Private Practice. It had its premiere on Tuesday night and didn't do so great.
No. Katie Strickland, when I spoke to her, that was her concern. She was wondering, was the move to Tuesday promoted well enough? And I'm wondering if this is actually a side effect we're seeing of how people watch on DVRs. We always talk about how people DVR through commercials. Well, some of those commercials are promos for the fact that Private Practice is moving to Tuesdays. So even if you're an ABC fan who's watching Grey's Anatomy, who's watching Scandal, who's watching Revenge, if you're fast-forwarding, you might not be seeing the things saying, hey, Private Practice is now on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
What most concerns me is it had a stronger lead, and I know Grey's pulls a slightly bigger demo than Dancing with the Stars, but Dancing with the Stars has a 50% larger audience than Grey's Anatomy. So the fact that Private Practice went down, even with that kind of a beefier lead-in, that really concerns me.
And also, it was lower than what Body of Proof was doing. And Body of Proof wasn't doing any big business there.
Body of Proof's got a very quiet fan base.
Yeah.
They're not part of that noisy Shonda group. So that was also a factor as well. But the good news over in Shondaland is that Scandal, I think, is just only getting better. And as people see, starting with next week's episode, the 4th episode, the show just literally starts getting bananas. I mean, they just pile on twist after twist in this Amanda Tanner case. And the finale, I've seen it, and it's a lot of fun. So I just hope that Scandal starts to really build the buzz if it's going to occupy Private Practice's time slot.
Let's pause here for a moment and switch gears to Once Upon a Time. We're heading into spoiler alert theater territory here.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. We've got 2 Shakespearean-trained actors who came in to pre-enact a scene from the April 29th episode of Once Upon a Time, and it's pretty haunting. Let's check it out.
What are you doing here?
You forgot your lunchbox.
Thanks.
Henry, I think it's time for a change. I think it's time we transferred you to a new class.
Why don't you
with a new teacher.
Why don't you want me in Mrs. Blanchard's class? Is it because you framed her?
Henry, who told you that? Was it her? Was it Sheriff Swan? Do you really think I'm capable of doing something so horrible?
Of course. You're the evil queen.
Enough! Those fairy tales aren't real. Miss Blanchard should never have given you that book. She should be grateful I'm not trying to get her fired.
Go ahead and try. It won't work. No matter what you do, Snow White will have her happy ending. She and Prince Charming will be together. The curse will be ended. Good will win. And I'm not transferring classes.
That was quite a laugh.
It was quite a laugh.
I think it's
quite
still
a
going
witchy
on.
laugh. Yeah, pretty hilarious.
That Henry, he's always hiding behind potted plants and stuff, trying to get the scoop on Ivy.
You know, Ellis is obviously from Smash much maligned, but Jaime Cepero, great guy, really funny, and has a good sense of humor about the reaction the character is getting.
He's just happy to be getting the buzz, and the character's definitely got people talking.
Yeah, it's one thing I told him. It's like, in many ways, it's a blessing because everyone is talking about you, you know, where it's easy, I think, for a character like that to kind of get overshadowed on a show like Smash.
When I spoke to him, he hinted at an interesting triangle coming up, some sort of triangle involving Ellis, Eileen, and Torsten Kay's character. I don't know what kind of a triangle, but he said something.
Not a romantic triangle.
He said something's
God,
going to be
hope
going
not.
on with the three of them.
Getting a lot of questions about the Mad Hatter. Folks loved Sebastian Stan. They want him back, and he's coming back for 2 episodes.
Yeah, he'll next appear on May 6th. And if there's 2, that means he'll also be in the May 13th season finale, which is titled A Land Without Magic, which I can't possibly interpret what that's going to mean.
We'll chew on that.
Plus, Sebastian Stan will be on TV this summer in that new USA series.
Political Animals, which I'm very much looking forward to.
Playing the twin brother of
James Walk.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Next week, we've got the entire cast of House joining us. Seriously, no lie.
Yep.
Check it out. Bye, folks.